Hi.
Ah, yay!
Hey,
Hey! It worked.
where'd it
I
go?
know. Technology. Well, I'm sitting there and I was like, I don't know where everybody is. Hi, Heather. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
So,
y'all.
normally the three of us have a podcast, Heather, and we it's called Talk Spicy to Me. And this time we decided, since we haven't chatted in forever because we suck at life, apparently, um, we have decided to try it out on TikTok Live. I am great. How are you today, Heather? Um, so we're really just going to chat about what we're currently reading, what we're currently listening to, and all the kind of exciting things that are going on in the book world. So, Bree, what are you reading right now?
I had to write this down to remember
I
because I
wrote mine
swear,
down too.
yeah.
Look, I think we all
um,
did because we're always reading so much.
Yeah.
literally. But I'm reading Possession by Kim Lorraine and Meg Ann, which I think that we're all reading. And it
Yes,
comes
yes,
out
yes.
July
Oh,
11th.
so
But that's book three
So
in the
soon.
literally the Reverse Harem PNR series. Oh, it's so good. Like that series is so spicy, but I love how much development and twists that it's going. So I'm excited
I
to
feel like
finish.
I like the difference. Like, yes, it's fated mates, but it's like so many different fated mates. Like, you don't normally get like it's you have fated mates, you have werewolves, or like you have this, or like these people have these powers. This is like interspecies, like all coming together to make human centipede, but sexy. So
One more
I
time.
well, y'all know for me, what's rocking my world is the audio. Y'all know that's what's
Yes, it's so
that's
good.
what's got me going insane. Like Jason Clark with that accent, I can't.
All
I
of
don't even have
them.
words.
They're like
Yeah,
they're so
like Aaron
good.
Shed. Like this is my first time hearing like Aaron and Jason. This is my first time hearing them with like accents, and I'm just like,
I just like the fact that we've had lunch with them. Like, I have sat at a table and shared a meal with all of these people. Like, done. Just,
I
life is
sat from
complete.
and we
afar.
had to be chill about it because we were eyeing each other like, be
Like,
cool,
oh
be
my
cool, be
God.
cool. Do
Don't
not freak
fangirl over
out
yours,
that they are across from you and talking to you. Like,
right? Like, let me
I
just
just
eat my
think of the
salad and my
penguins.
pasta.
You know the penguins from that Madagascar movie where they like just smile and wave?
yeah.
That's literally that. Like, don't
That's
freak
us.
out.
That's us. That's us. Okay, so didn't mean to interrupt you. What else are you reading?
Oh no, totally fine. I love our squirrel moments. I am also looking forward to Holly Renee's book. It's a fantasy book, Kingdom of Stars and Shadows. Oh, and that's sort of like they can't be together because it is
Yes.
sisters betrothed. I'm like, oh my
Like
goodness. So
that's what got me. I'm like, I love a good forbidden story. So I'm like, ah, I can't wait to see how everything plays out.
oh, I know. And there's gonna be more than one book. So I'm just like, oh man, the cliff.
Yeah.
The cliffs
I
are
have a
killer, but I sign up for
yeah.
them.
I have a hate love relationship. Like I hate them, but I don't stay away from them. I'm still always reading books with Lydia Clips.
Yeah, I think Heather says that she's a glutton for punishment, and I'm like, yep,
I
right there
am.
with you.
Pretty
I
much.
absolutely am. If people tell me, oh, it's a series and there's a cliff, sign me up.
That's fine.
Although I have said it before and I will say it again, there are certain authors, it's not just a cliff. It's like the tallest mountain in the world. And they donkey kick your ass off of it. And it's like, ooh. And you just sit
No
there
rope,
like,
nothing. Like
nothing. And that, mind you, they're generally arcs for the three of us. And it's like, awesome. The book hasn't even come out yet. You just
exactly.
flew off of this cliff with no parachute, no rope, no nothing, splat on the floor. It's like, and it'll come out in another 3 months.
Exactly. So it's like you're
Yes.
happy that you got it early, but then it's like, now what am I supposed to do?
Damn.
Because I got it early.
Yeah. And then I'm stuck for like 2 days and just like, oh.
Well, right, because you don't know like who you can talk to about it also. And I feel like
Yeah.
when we're kicked off that cliff, sometimes I'm
yeah.
smiling falling off that cliff, because I'm like, oh, it hurts, but I'm still in love with
Hi, Danny.
it. And
Yeah, no, I'm smiling and then crying by myself in the corner. Like, okay.
Y'all know
rocking
me,
back
I'm
and forth.
crying.
Yeah. Not me.
Are you listening to anything right now?
Don't work.
They don't. They're just for decoration. Yes, I'm listening to. I'm almost done. "Creature of the Sky" by Maya Nicole. The Bridget Boudreau and Jake Boudreau, they narrate it, and it's so good. And it has things that like I've never like read or listened to before. Yes, tentacles are involved, and I'm just like,
that's what has me fascinated. Like,
I have never read anything like that before, and I'm just like, do I like this? Like, do I want to like this?
I think that's the fun thing about books is that you're introduced to stuff that you would never think you would be like interested in or attracted to, and yeah.
Right?
My
exactly.
Blue Alien friends.
I still need to read that one. Or listen to it rather. Because we know that's the route I'm going to take.
There is something, and mind you, I read it 2 years ago, and I've read some of the other ones since, and there is something about these blue aliens with their tails and their
look. That's what everybody says,
thingy.
and that's why I'm like, I need to see what it's about.
Abduct me by blue aliens. I volunteer as tribute. Sign me the F up. Done.
Pretty much the
We
only
can do it.
qualification is like a morally gray character.
Hey.
Yes, I read it too before it blew up. I think I read it before like most of the people. One of the comments says that I read the entire backstock of Ice Planet Barbarians before they blew up on TikTok. I read it 2 years ago because Claire Kingsley had her challenge, her monthly challenge, and it was sci-fi or something. What the fuck do I know about sci-fi? So I went on Goodreads and I'm like, all right, let's find this. And it was like Ice Planet Barbarians, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I can get down with that. And then, no lie, I devoured the whole thing in like a day, and I was just like, oh my god, I need a blue man. I need a blue man with a tail and a spike barb in the front that does extra.
Is that on a shirt?
Hey, Cookie, you know what? I'm gonna tell my mom, hook me up with some t-shirts that says I need a blue man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check out Shirt because
and he's blue.
I did not know they were on Shirt for so cheap.
Oh, I don't know. They could be. I just got the
I definitely got to check that
the
out.
new exclusive covers from Fit Rachel Teach Fit Rachel. Damn, I don't know what this woman's name is, but she's awesome.
Teach Rachel.
Yes, I just got her book box with them in it. So I got.
Oh.
I made a TikTok about it. I just haven't posted it yet because you know that.
I was gonna say I didn't see that.
Yeah. I haven't posted it yet, but look how cool these are.
Aww.
Oh, those
and
are
it
pretty.
I got like stickers with it, and this tumbler. This man has like 12 abs.
Tumblers.
I was just gonna say count them.
Like I could like drink things out of his abs. We're down. I'm totally down. I'm about it. We can totally do this. Okay.
You should bring it to
back
Peloton.
It's crazy because I saw that series like back before it blew up, but y'all know like I was kind of like very hesitant about like the paranormal and sci-fi romance. Mm-hmm. So I had seen it around for a while, but I was like, I don't know if I'll be into that. And so it's been on like my TBR for a minute, but like now I'm like, okay, from what I've heard, maybe I will be interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like paranormal or fantasy is not necessarily the easiest thing to get into, but there are really good starters. And I'm so glad that you're into paranormal books now because like you know all of the books I've recommended.
Now that I've gotten into it, I'm like, let me go back to this list Bree sent me like forever ago. Because I saved that list you sent that has so many like PNR series on there. So now I'm like, I'm going to go back and read this.
Yeah, it's like spicy PNR Rex because like that's my crack.
I'm here for it.
Guys, I know we're talking about books. I just needed to let you both know that Chris is in the comments trolling.
I saw.
Did you see what he wrote? So, yes, I've seen the movie Species. Yes, that tongue. Ugh. Okay.
It's a different take in a romance book, okay?
There's no reason for someone's tongue to go through the back of something. Done.
I haven't seen that movie, but that shouldn't be a surprise because we know
So
I
it's
know I'm
old.
not a movie person.
It's old. It's definitely old. I am sure that Brie was like still in diapers when that movie came out, because I was a kid.
What year?
When I think I saw it. I don't even know. Someone had to Google that. But she ends up kissing this guy, and like apparently he wasn't good enough to like procreate with. So she like kisses him and sticks her tongue through the back of his skull.
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure I was traumatized from like French kissing anybody after that. Like, God, if they don't like me, they're gonna stick their tongue through my brain.
Oh my god.
That is not where romance books are, and I'm so glad that romance is not like that.
I guess Chris is lucky that you married and kissed him.
You know what? He's lucky that I married him before books, because my expectations are up here.
They're totally changed now.
Like, sorry, if you don't have 12 abs that I can drink my coffee out of.
I'm just waiting for his comments.
I know.
God. Now I'm scared. Species. Yes, that is it. All right. So,
Jazz, what are you reading?
Yes.
I am reading Crazy Rich Monsters by Callie Vincent. It is like dark romance. It has some suspense to it. She has me on edge right now because she's doing that thing where she's like teasing, like, I'm gonna give you a little hint. Not too much though. And I'm just like, give me everything. I need to know everything. So she's doing really good at just like hooking me. And I'm like, I need to know all these answers. So that's what I'm reading. Along with Possession, which I'm obsessed. And I can't wait for the audio because I need all of their voices like in my ear. But speaking of audio, I'm listening to Complicated Hearts Part 2. And Ashley J, this woman here, like, the way she does Spice, I was listening to this scene. Chapter 25. Anybody who's read it, chapter 25, y'all know.
It's always chapter 25.
I honestly, I said that. I said, what is it about chapter 25? Like, I was sitting beside my mom listening to it, and I was like, man, I hope she cannot hear anything out of these AirPods. Because this scene... That chapter 25 is just, Ashley, you off the charts, off the freaking charts. I was like, that kiss is probably hotter than some of the sex scenes I've read in books. Like, that kiss was insane. It was absolute insanity. So that is what I'm reading, and it just has me in an absolute chokehold. I don't want to finish it, but I can't help but devour it. So... yeah.
That's on the top of my TBR.
Yeah, why have you not shared this with us before today? My God.
Right?
I've been too lost in the story. Like, I don't want to put it down. Like,
we talk every day at least once an hour, and you couldn't drop this bomb on me?
Honestly, we write so much. I'm pretty sure I dropped it in there, but we talk so much that some messages get skipped over. Like,
book friends don't let friends miss out on books.
Yes.
Stephanie, I agree. They stay with me like way long after I read them. Like, I'm still not over The Devil's Duet. And I read that last year. And I'm literally still that is hands down one of my favorite duets ever. I'm still not over it. So yeah, I agree.
She writes some amazing books. She just writes some amazing books. I've read so many by her, and honestly, they all stay.
Yes, everyone has been like perfection.
Yes. All right. So what are you listening to? Since, you are a more audio than...
No, that is what I'm listening to.
Oh, that's what you're listening to.
Yes, and it has Teddy Hamilton, and I love him. So he is killing it. And what is the narrator's name? Her first name is Mia. I can't remember her last name, but they're doing a phenomenal job. Like, you really can't go wrong with Teddy.
I think that I've heard of or I've listened to another book with Mia as the narrator. I'll have to look.
I'm trying to remember if she narrated The Devil's Duet, because Teddy did that one too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I can't remember her last name, but they're killing it. Like, it's so good. Like, you already have Ashley J writing it, and then just like them with the narration is just like, oh my God, it's everything.
I like the two narrators that did Hate Me. That one was really good. I don't remember who did those two, but
I can't remember who narrated it either. But I just remember I loved the book.
Yeah. I was very surprised by that one. I just finished The Boss Project by V. Keelan. She sent me that as a physical art. And
Ooh.
I think I found a new love for like workplace romances. Probably
Yes.
because like I work in a construction company with some really old, like creepy guys. So I know it would never happen in my lifetime. So to be able to like fantasize in my head what like real cool people do at work, like that's awesome. So I loved that part of it. And I loved the banter. Like V does this like amazing rom-com humor. And because I'm normally like a dark romance person, like it's such a good palate cleanser to just like laugh out loud at a book.
Mm-hmm.
People look at me funny, but I still do it.
And what I like about her stories too is that she always hits you with some kind of like twist you never see coming.
Yes.
Like every time I read a book by her, I'm like, I didn't see that coming. So yeah,
all the time. I am also fully engrossed in the Steel Demons MC series by Crystal Ash. When I tell you that I can't put them down, it's 10
she
books.
Shared it.
Yes, I did.
I'm like, I've seen it somewhere.
It's 10 books. I think that I'm on book 7 or 8. So the first couple are like 280 pages, 300, and then they get a little bit longer. So I think like the last one that I read was like 380 pages or something like that. Obsessed. Like,
are they in audio or you're reading it?
I'm reading them.
Okay.
I read like 4 books in 2 days. So
you're a speed reader. That's your superpower. I'm a speed listener.
Right.
So
well, not everybody can listen at 2.5. Like the English language doesn't translate that way.
Just don't focus on anything else.
Yeah,
right.
But
Literally.
I have been staying up till like 2:00 in the morning reading these things, and then I'm like, I'm getting tired. It's got to be like midnight, and I look and it's like stupid o'clock, and I'm like, fuck. All right then, let's go to bed and pick this up in the morning. So I'm so obsessed. It's almost like watching like a soap opera in my head. Like I can't stop, and they're so good. So I'm obsessed with that one, and it's an MCRH.
Oh wow!
Like a continuous series? Or
yes,
individual?
Yes. No, it is the same couple or couple.
Oh wow!
Couple throuple.
There are 4 men.
Quadruple.
There are 4 men and a woman.
Same harem or same harem.
Yeah.
Harem. Yes,
so
same harem.
This same harem has 10 books?
Yes.
Sheesh. Wow.
When you say I want more at the end, Crystal Ash was like, hold my beer, I got you.
And that's crazy, like, to be able to keep that momentum going for
Yes.
10 books.
Right.
Like, that is amazing.
I am obsessed. So I haven't been able to put it down. And like I said, I think I'm on like book 7 or 8. So I'm currently reading that. And then I had 1, 2, 3. I had 4 arcs.
We will not even talk about the amount of arcs I got
in like the last 3 days. So I have The Web of Lies by Bina Khan, Twisted by Renee Rocco, Spark of Madness by Bryn Ford, and Master Balder by Rogue London. I have read Bina before and I have read Renee before, but Bryn and Rogue are 2 very new to me authors. And they both reached out to me to read their books. I'm really excited about it. So one by Rogue London is like a Dom sub BDSM.
Ooh.
Excuse me, what? So I'm here for that one. And I don't know, I'm just excited. Listening though, I'm listening to American Prince by Sierra Simone.
Oh my gosh. One of my favorite Minaj series ever.
God.
Holy fuck, Batman. Wow. I legit had
Sierra
to get
Simone
up from my
was
desk
not
the other
playing.
day at work. I think that the Priest series has so much hype that this one just didn't hit my radar the same way. Like, I know that you loved it, but like I didn't get the chance to get to it yet. And then when I listened to the first one, when I tell you the uncomfortableness that I had experienced at work, at my desk, I'm sitting there and I'm texting Jazz and I'm like, I'm squirming in my seat. One, because I think that someone's going to walk by and look at me and just be like, she's turned on. Why? Like, you can just see it on my face. Like, she's not well right now.
Yeah.
So I had to get up and walk away. I'm like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna walk around the building a couple of times, cool me off. Like, it's that hot. It's that hot.
It is. I like that. It's hands down one of my favorite Minaj series ever, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be that one and The Complicated Hearts right at number one. They're sharing number one, and I'm not even done with Complicated Hearts Part 2. I don't even know what Ashley is going to do to me for the rest of the book, and I'm already like, you're up there at the top. Like, it's so good. But yeah, I love seeing people read it because I love it so much. So it just makes me happy when people read it and love it because it's so good.
I think that's when did it come out? It came out a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's new at all.
I read that one, so that, and y'all know I don't hardly really read anything outside of arts anymore. So yeah, it was years ago. But when I first read it, I was like, holy crap. And it's one of those books like you don't forget. Like, first book in, like with Heather, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna forget this one. This gonna stay with me forever. Like,
yes. Some of
Ash, Embry, and Greer, I love them.
They live rent free in my head to the point where I'm like, hot damn, in my next life, I think I need this. Like,
yes,
you know, it's hard enough to find a man. It's hard enough to find a man that, you know, you fit with, like, on all levels of life. But to find two who also fit together in that level of what
fit together
exactly.
So it's MMF MFM, like,
yeah,
yeah. Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna need to talk to Jesus, and I'm gonna need to tell him, like, I was good in this life. I have done all of these things. In my next life, I'd like to handpick some harem people.
Right. Please don't make sure I come back as a rock. I want better.
Yeah.
No, I deserve
no
better.
Rocks. I deserve better than a rock.
Right.
So that is what I am going on. What else in the book world do we love right now?
The signings, like I see, like, if I'm living vicariously and also with a little green envy of everybody who just went to Book Bonanza, because
same.
So many amazing authors there, and like some of them will be at later signings this year, so I'm like, oh, I'll get to see you, but then some of them they won't, and I'm like, I don't know when I'll ever get to see you. So I think that's exciting. I feel like there's like all of them starting to ramp up. Like, y'all are going to ApollyCon, so
yes.
There's also one next weekend I'm going to be assisting at. It's Romanticon. It's in Connecticut, and that's nice too, because I know like Book Bonanza and ApollyCon are on a much larger like base, like building, author count, all of that. But I kind of like the smaller or like the medium sized signings too. So
it's very
Romanticon
intimate,
like that.
And I like
that. Yeah. So I'm excited.
Katie Berry was telling me about that one. I know that you and I have talked about it, and then she was like, "You should go to this one." And I'm like, my calendar is set up. Like, I really want to try. But
like, I want to go to all the book signings, but
you're not even kidding. Same. Like,
right?
The way that life is set up and like all this adulting and work stuff, like, it's really just getting in the way of what I want to do and what's fun. But I want to do all of them. But at ApollyCon, it is going to be like my first large scale signing, I want to say. I mean, I would say that Indies was pretty big, and Talk Authors, I feel like, was bigger than Indies.
Really?
Just because they had 2 rooms.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I've never been to like an ApollyCon before. So this is going to be like my first, and it's freaking massive from what I've seen. So I am super excited about that. I'm super excited about meeting other book talkers. I have gotten messages and comments from people who are saying that they're going to be there. I know that they put a post in the ApollyCon Facebook group saying like, hey, what book talkers are going to be there? So I had somebody message me from that. So that'll be super cool to like put a face to the usernames.
Right.
Yeah.
What are we called?
I mean,
what are these things?
There was book talkers?
Yeah, them.
I had asked how many I had asked how many people attend a Polycon, and I think was the number close to 2,000. I think it was
insane.
close to 2,000, and Talk Books was, I want to say 300 or 400, and Indies Invade Philly was 700. So to have that comparison, I'm like, oh my gosh.
And
I'm ready for
Indies
this.
in Philly felt like a lot. Like I would be so excited, but yet I would be like anxious about assigning that pick.
I know. But I'm excited. I wish you were going, Jazz. Heather and I will definitely miss you.
Yes.
I really just want to hug Helena because she won't be at any of
not
I'm going to 3 more signings this year.
Yeah, no, what the hell?
I can't see y'all. I just got to drive up there. Y'all got to come south. Helena is in Canada. Like, I can't just cross over to the border whenever I want.
I'll give you that one.
Fine.
Well, there's always next year. Yeah. And we're definitely going to see each other for Indies.
Yes.
So I am excited. I know that Shameless is coming up right after Indies, but I
thought it was the same weekend. It's a different weekend?
Shameless is November 4th. Or no, so it's before Indies, because Indies is the 19th. They were the same weekend last year.
Okay.
Yeah. It's before, and this is the last one.
The last Shameless?
What?
The last Shameless. They're not doing it next year. This is the last Shameless.
I thought they were doing it in a different... No, maybe not.
I just saw in the Facebook group that this was their last year, so they're going to go like bigger and better.
Oh, what?
And what are we... How do you get bigger than Shameless? Like, that's already massive. Their author list is, like, phenomenal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've just heard about it, so.
You know,
I think
I want to go to Babe. I want to go to the Rare signings next year. I'm already telling Bella that I'm going to sneak into her. So. I'm going to sneak into Bella's suitcases. I also want to go to Babe. However, the way that the lottery is set up in my name,
listen,
I haven't won yet.
We would literally have to sell we would have to sell some the kidneys. Like, I'm not going to be alive enough to make it.
Right?
Everything I have to sell just
organs?
to be able to afford to get there.
Not even to get there. Like, I need that sugar daddy that don't want no sugar to afford me a plane ticket to get there. Because when I looked at it, it was like $4,500. But the first class ticket was $25,000. Mind you, I don't need first class. Put me down in the bottom of the plane,
right
where the luggage is.
Yeah. Like,
listen,
put me in a cage.
Throw me in there.
I don't need luxury.
But even
I'm just trying to get there.
You get there, so $4,500 for some coach tickets by the bathroom. Okay.
Looking at the plane tickets, I didn't even look at like what it costs to stay there. I can't afford to even get there.
And I'm like,
I knew I couldn't get there.
Well, maybe I can sit in a cardboard box outside the hotel because I haven't won the lottery. I don't have a sugar daddy. I don't know what the hell.
I'm just gonna line up super early for the signing.
Right.
Yeah.
And pray that like some bugs don't eat me because they're bigger than me.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I want to go so bad. One day. If they're still having it.
It would help kill 2 birds with 1 stone because I'm definitely going to just make that like a real deal vacation so I can hold the koalas while I'm there and do everything I need to do in Australia because if I make it that time, I won't be able to afford it again. So I got to do everything I need to do for that Australia bucket list. Like,
you got to do that like when you retire so you can just go out with a bang.
If you let Jazz retire with a koala, we may never see her again. It would be like, I had this friend.
That's what I'm saying.
When I was a kid, I used to want to have like
she's now with the koalas
in my backyard with eucalyptus trees. Like I thought that was something I could do, like have my greenhouse with the eucalyptus trees and the koalas. Like we're gonna have them as pets, but yeah. Before I grew up and learned like the truth.
How's that working out?
Not so good.
It's not. I just watched them on the cam. The San Diego cam.
I love your dreams and aspirations, but right now all I'm trying to get is somebody to buy my gas right now. Just buy my tank of gas.
It's gone down. Well, at least it has in Georgia, so I don't know. It's gone down in Georgia. It's like 3 something. So I'm like, you know what?
No, we're not that.
I used to complain about that, but I'm gonna take that right now. So yeah. It's like 384.
465.
Yeah,
Oh
same.
no,
We're
we're
40,
at
60.
384, and I'm very thankful. And
God.
it used to be a time I wasn't thankful for 384, but I am now.
It's like lists of why I need to move south. Yeah.
I keep trying to tell y'all, Bree, just come and be hot. It's fine. We have
I'm
somewhat of a
trying.
winter with light dandruff. You know what? We can make it work.
I love the snow. The heat is what I'm just not the
Ugh.
biggest fan of.
Okay, so no, that's excessive.
40.
Nobody likes the snow. Like you go
I'm-
and visit snow. You don't like the snow. Oh.
I'm sorry, $6.
I'm a New England girl.
Wait, who said
Woo,
$6?
I-
and
Where
Johnson.
are you?
Marisol.
Where are you? Holy
Must be
crap!
California.
Listen,
Either California or
turns
Alaska.
I can't even afford to drive there. Like I'm walking everywhere. Jasmine's not gonna be here until like the next day because she's walking. Like
No, I'd have to.
I
quit
need
my
a
job.
horse.
Like I would have to tell my job, like, I'm sorry I can't come in because I can't afford to drive to you.
right.
Yeah. The
Like
cost
thank
of
God that I
living
work from home half
has-
the week because
Jeez.
Right?
I would literally cry.
no, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like that would just be. I'm sorry, I can't work. And really, but when gas prices skyrocketed like that, it was like I'm working to put gas in my car to drive to work.
Exactly. That's
Right.
What kind of sense does
Right.
this make? No,
Nothing.
Marisol, I'm scared to know how much it would cost to fill up right now if it is $6.40 a gallon.
Wait,
Oh
what
my
kind
God.
of car do you drive? Because like if it's a little car versus
right,
a
let's try to
truck,
guess it.
I feel like I know,
Well,
right?
with my Pinto of a bus, I couldn't imagine. I
It
put
takes
$40
it
in my
takes
car, and
50
it's like,
something for my Jeep.
yeah, no,
It
I don't
normally
even get.
costs, like what?
Oh, I don't even get like half a tank with $40 in my bus.
That's so it normally costs me like $20-$25 to fill my car, which is a little Honda Civic, and now it costs me over $40 to fill it. That I'm not used to.
Oh man.
Oh, once a month. Listen, that is like I need like a stipend to drive to work.
Yes,
I need a gas card.
$80.
Oh my Jesus!
See, and now mind you, if
crazy.
all of us here, see Kim, that's the way to do it. Kim works
I'm
from home.
look. I'm trying to be like him when I grow
Lucky.
up.
I'm trying to be like Kim too.
Right? Same.
I want like just imagine if all of us just had bookish jobs. Like that's my goal in
I
life.
know.
My goal, I will
Same.
promote every book that I love and make everybody else money. But can I get a dollar?
Yeah.
33 cents.
I make 35 cents on TikTok. I make 35 cents on TikTok. But no, signings are freaking amazing. Not to drive there unless you're close. And
Yeah.
Babe in Australia, just
It's a
If
goal.
anybody wants to sponsor
goal.
us,
It's a
we
goal.
will happily take it.
telling you, I'm gonna go to all the rare signings, and I'm just gonna sneak in with Bella. Just be like, let me love on these people.
Yes, we're coming to Philly.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
so excited. We were there last year.
Yes, I got my hugs from Kim last year. I'm gonna get more hugs this year.
Yes.
Oh, I did not see her, or I didn't go to her table. Darn.
I did.
I did. I
missed
saw
out.
all
Okay.
the Queens men, and I was
Yes!
like, I got to get everybody who's here to sign it. Like,
And I was the one that told you to read
Missed
that
out.
book right before Philly. All the
yes,
men.
and
I
that
had
was
you
my
read it.
very first paranormal reverse harm. And after that, I was like, oh, I need more. I'm hooked. Like,
Yes. And Kingston and Alec will be there.
Oh my gosh,
the making.
that's awesome.
I'm so
We were just
excited.
talking about
Excited.
that we're reading them. So excited.
Yes.
I'm just bring the whole stack and be like, hey y'all, here you go.
You just slide up in here.
That's the one thing that I liked about indies is that
Yes,
we were
there
able
was
to
no
bring an
limit.
entire stack.
Like, I brought the whole series Claire and Lucy wrote together and the separate series to both of them. And they were like,
Oh, Lilac is on my
I love
list.
that it was no limit.
Yeah.
How many books?
When I saw for a Polycon, it's a 3-book minimum, but then you
yeah,
have to be back in
I
line.
saw it was a lot.
Or it was
yeah.
3-item minimum because I guess you can get other things signed.
Yeah.
But I'm like 3. I'm looking at my
It
list.
would be so hard to narrow it down to 3.
Well, that's why I did pre-orders, because instead of buying the book and bringing it with me, I just did pre-orders because they don't count. So I think that everybody that I wanted to get signed, I pre-ordered from, except for I think like 1 or 2 that didn't have pre-orders. So that's going to be my
that's
my
awesome.
orders.
So then you can just go to the table and be like, "Hey, what's up?" and conversate and get your hug, and then get your books.
Yeah, exactly.
Like pre-orders are so necessary.
Oh yeah, it must be great for authors too, so they know like if they need to bring any extra or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, they're so necessary. I think that pre-orders just they make everything go a little bit faster, because even as an assistant, when I was assisting or PAing or however they call them for the signings, when people would come up and say, "I have a pre-order," it's already put together.
Right,
like, you got all your swag
ready to go.
Like that, and then you have more time to interact with the author and like love on them. Although that sounds really creepy. I meant that in the best way.
Don't make it creepy. It's good.
Like I love on my authors because I love them. So,
right. That was really nice too, to go to like each author, and if you had a pre-order, sometimes they were like nice enough to include like a little goodie or a little swag because you pre-ordered. And I'm like, this is so nice.
I will do it every single time. Every single time.
I love the swag. It seems like easier too, because then, like you said, especially like if you're flying, you don't have to lug them there. I mean, you got to lug them back, but you ain't got to lug them there. So
just once.
Yeah, or have them shipped to you.
That
I feel like
I enjoy it.
It's going to be like Christmas this week, because Marissa and Maria sent me their books to bring down to ApollyCon. Marissa sent like 40 pounds of books, and Maria sent like 25. And it's going to be like Christmas getting these giant boxes of books, but they're not mine.
Oh my God.
Is there going to be enough room in the bus that I drive?
Right.
To put these books in
with
our luggage?
I'm just going to keep them in their
how many cars
box.
are y'all driving? Because it sounds like y'all need to drive.
Well, we're taking my truck. So there's going to be plenty of room. But I'm a little concerned.
I'm just thinking about all the stuff we brought. We ended up, we had our books. But yeah, I'm like, it's going to be a lot of books.
Bye, Kim. It was great.
Bye, Kim.
Yeah, tons of books. I remember what your boxes of books look like from Indies, and how heavy those were.
Yeah.
So,
like y'all, I was like, they gonna tell me I cannot send them anything after this, because I was like, I was on Amazon like, send to Heather, send to Allie, send to Bree, like.
Yes.
Well, that's the way to do it. Like if you have the book friends that are driving or locally, it's much cheaper to send it to them than to pay $50 plus and have the air attendant throw it on into the plane.
Yes, and then I'm gonna open it, and my little poor baby's gonna be all bent up and ugly, and then I'm gonna be like, sad.
You just like broke my heart with that. Don't say things like that. We don't like that kind of negativity.
That's literally like, that is my fear about how, like, all the signings I'm going to later this year. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna drive because I'm not driving to Vegas, and I'm not gonna drive to Philly.
I have to send you my books to Vegas. For Vegas.
Oh yeah, you do. I'm so excited.
So you could give them to me.
Oh yeah. Done.
Oh, look, that's postage.
Whichever, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
I mean, they're not that many. I just want my. I can talk. I just want my.
Joe and Maxine. Oh, you're making books. Yeah, because I just checked the list, and I'm like, I haven't checked. Like, I usually, when they first put the list up for the signings, that's like usually the last time I checked it. But something is like,
is Maxine
go
going
check the list.
too?
Yes,
okay,
she will be in Vegas. I am so excited, and you already know I'm gonna take her to Ravenhood. Turn, Joe.
If I send you my Ravenhood series, you have to promise to treat these books like your firstborn. Like, these books have heart.
That is not even a question.
Like, oh.
Just wrap them
honestly,
really nicely.
Those are gonna go in my carry-on that goes under the seat. Like, they're not gonna go with the other books.
Yeah, no,
they're gonna be with me right.
Like, I'm staring at them now, like
where I can like feel them and touch them and know they're okay.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
They need to be loved.
That's
like
hilarious.
No other. No, Danny, I haven't been to Book Manana.
I haven't been
I'm
either.
not that lucky. I
Not yet.
wish.
Right.
And one day I think that I would love to go. So,
Yeah.
but that is not. And the tickets go by so quick, or they sell out so
They
quickly.
do. Oh my gosh, they go so fast.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm always under a rock.
That was
so if
like-
y'all don't tell me, I'm not gonna know.
Yeah.
Well, that was like a Polycon. It sold out like
I think it was
within the
3
hour, I
minutes
think.
or 5
That
minutes
was
that a
so
Polycon sold out.
crazy how
But
fast
I
that
didn't have an
it sold out.
issue. I didn't have
I
an
didn't
issue
either.
with it. I was scared to death because even my mom, because my mom has been to the last 2 Polycons, and she was
Is she
like,
going
"You
this
need-"
year?
No, she's not going this year.
Okay.
That would have been so much fun though. And I was scared because she was like, "You need to be like on the computer. You need to be like ready to go with your card." And I was just like, "Good God, what is this? Like, are they selling drugs?" Like,
When you're
what
reading
kind
the
of-
group, that's what everyone is saying. They're
Yes.
like, get ready, like putting
Yeah.
all the memes about like
like what kind of schemes
Sparta
are
and
going
all of
on
that.
here? Yeah, like fight. And somebody literally said like this is gonna be like a fight to the death, and I got scared. I was like,
Yeah, makes me very nervous.
like is the
Well, that's,
internet not going to be my friend? So
Your
it
Titan
was
tickets sold out.
that's the one I got. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I didn't know. So and it went by seamlessly, but that was like Indies
Yeah.
too. I was scared to death that I wasn't going to get an Indies ticket because I didn't have to buy one last year. So I was
Literally,
like,
oh my gosh, I was
I don't
nervous
know what
about
I'm
that
doing.
one.
So,
I'm
yeah,
really sad
they
I
were
didn't get the
seamless.
blogger one. Like that's the one.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't get the
sad
blogger
about.
one either.
Because that, like, now that, like you said, like last year I was helping, so I had it, but I didn't really like
Yeah.
use it because I was already in there helping set up, and now I'm like, I need that hour because that like hour I could go through everybody and then just like lollygag the rest of the time, but now I'm gonna have to be like,
When you guys
Like, on
meet
it.
Joe Arden and Maxine, will you FaceTime me or take a video and tell them
I will.
that?
I will.
Yeah,
and
I could
when
do
I'm
it, like,
standing
for
when I'm standing
TJ.
in line, I'm pulling the FaceTime up, and we'll just be on FaceTime.
Like literally, like
And I'm just gonna be
that
like,
is-
I swear,
like, my entire
we're not
arm
as-
is your voices.
Look,
It's
we're not
6
as weird
words
as we
in your
seem. I
voices.
swear. Well,
We'll
lied,
get him
we
to
are
like
as weird,
record
but-
like a saying from the book.
Yes, or like a personal message for Heather.
Well, that's what I did That's what I did for TJ for Penelope Douglas. I had them say
I'd pass
hi,
out.
TJ. You know.
I'd
Yeah.
pass out. I would absolutely die and pass out.
That would, yeah.
Those are my people. Those are my people.
Yeah, those unicorn moments.
Yes.
Yes,
But I mean, and it sounds like so weird because I know I was talking to Eros yesterday, VO Eros, and he was saying that there are some people that take like the voice narrators and they get so obsessive, and like it almost turns into like a stalking thing because they
yeah, they get the worst kind of like stalkers.
they associate.
Like,
Yes. And I'm nothing like that. Like, obviously, like, I just have
Yeah.
the utmost respect for their talent and their skill and like
Right.
the jobs that they do because legit, it's an acting position. Like, they are
It
acting
is.
and it's such a talent that they have. But my God, fangirl number one right here. Like, I don't even know
I'm
if I would be
seriously
able
in
to
awe.
breathe if I ran into Joe Arden. Like, just like to get him to sign my books and pass out. Just be like, what happened to Heather? She's on the floor because like he accepted the book from her hand to sign and she died. Like, that's me.
She'll be awake soon. Just
Right.
Yeah,
signing.
bring some smelling salts because Heather's passed out. That's what would happen.
Yeah, we're good.
That's like if I ever met Kate Stewart, I would probably fall out. It'd be like, I'd say hi if I could even formulate words out of my mouth, and then it's
Literally,
like,
that would
bam.
be me with Kennedy Ryan. I honestly would probably cry.
Yeah,
And then it would be
Kate
weird.
is so nice. I remember.
and
I
Bray's
saw
already
her
met
at-
both of them.
Well, yes, but that was like years ago. I met Kate Stewart twice. The first time though, my mom had just had back surgery, and she went with me to the signing. And Kate was like in pain. I remember she was just not feeling well, and she had asked if we had to have like Tylenol or something. So we gave it to her. She was like, "You guys are so sweet," and I'm like, "Anything that we can do."
Hell yeah! Please, I'd give her my left foot. She needed it. Like, you need another limb. I will give you mine. donate.
It sounds
right
like
here.
there's like a black market for the book community right now.
Right? Listen, we're willing to do what it takes for these books, okay?
Hell yeah.
Anything.
Yes, no, I can't even talk to people without getting flustered either. But when it comes to when it comes to these authors, they are legit celebrities. They are. They absolutely are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like
even
so funny
like
because
book friends too.
yes.
Yes.
Like I think
We
if I had
screamed
met,
so much when we met Jazz. Like got out and hugged Jazz.
Oh my,
Oh my God, I know.
it was like a TV show. I wish somebody could have recorded it because it was like the best moment once we found each other. Because like I was lost.
Yes. Well,
You
were lost, I was lost.
Like, I was like exactly like we were all lost, and I'm like, y'all, I'm not even from here. I don't know where I am.
You're like, I see the train. I'm like, yeah, we see it too, but it's long. Like,
there's multiple parts of this train.
There is a train, and that is all I got.
there's trees and cars.
Yeah, no, I see a parking lot. That's great. There's 4 of them. Well, let's just keep driving.
We were in all 4 of them looking for her too.
Yes.
And I was just standing there with my luggage looking around like, I'm in this parking lot. Where is everybody? Where are my friends?
It's definitely the best meeting like book friends or having like such close book friends that they become your real friends in real life. Like,
yes,
I don't think that I would be able to get through a day without talking to both of you. Like it just,
we don't. If like y'all are in meetings, y'all know I send y'all like, where are y'all? Why is it quiet in here?
Your voice memos are my favorite. They are my favorite. But it's
The drunk ones are the best.
Tipsy Jazz is my favorite Jazz.
Or how like she voice memoed us. I'm like, how do you do this?
And I didn't even realize it. I was like, nobody's listened to it yet. And then I went back and listened. I was like, what is this? What did I send them?
Oh my God, that's totally right. Book besties and real besties. Book besties to real besties is the best trope of life. Hands
I love that.
down. Oh, 1000%.
Yes,
I agree with that. Hands down. And you know what? I do fangirl over book talkers. I fangirl over authors. And it's so funny because especially like Allie brought me into this world. So like I had no idea about the book community before Allie, and this is Allie Sis, if anybody is curious who I'm talking about. I've known Allie since high school. So literally I have known her for the last 20 years. 24 if you count when I actually met her. Maybe it's 23. I'm old and I can't remember. So I've known her forever. I knew her before she ever wrote like the books. I knew her like while she was writing books. I knew her, you know, when she first said, hey, I'm going to publish this, read this, it's garbage. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like everything she writes, she says is garbage, and that's not the truth at all. So for her to blow up the way that she has, and people are like, oh my God, you know her. And I'm like, she's the reason I had my second kid. Like he wouldn't be here if she wasn't. Like it's so crazy to think about, like, you know, how famous in our world these people are.
Yeah.
And then like they're just people that like others have known like for their whole lives. So it's such a cool thing. Like I absolutely love it.
Yeah, well, just like at Talk Books, the girl that like ran up to you, you're like, oh my gosh, you're Heather, and you're like, oh my gosh, somebody like knows me. I'm like, yes.
Craziest thing ever. I had a friend, a book talk friend, recognized me at the Talk Author event, and gave me a hug. She was like, we're friends on TikTok. And I'm like, get the fuck out. Really? Like, this is so awesome. Because it's so hard to like place a face sometimes with like the person that you interact with every day. Like the book talk community is amazing, but not all of like our profile pictures are us. Sometimes it's those freaking awesome cartoons.
Yes.
So when you see these people,
I want one so bad.
Me too. Somebody cartoon draw me. I want to be a cartoon.
Right.
Paint me like your naked girl.
Yes. That's gonna be my dance forever. But like, you know, sometimes you just don't recognize them. So when they recognize you, or you do recognize them, like hands down, I'm running somebody over. Like
it is.
just hug,
it's so
hug.
cool.
Yep. And then like an hour later, we were in the bathtub making TikTok. So
Yes. You know what? My shenanigans for TikToks, it's real. It's real. I will, watch out at Polycon because you're going to see some girls skipping
Oh my
down the hallways.
the stuff that I sent you, I'm like, this is going to be so good.
It's happening. It's happening. I'm going to put my onesie on. Actually, I might not put my onesie on because it's going to be July and it's going to be blazing freaking hot. So maybe we'll come up with some new costume ideas. But I got some Mickey ears somewhere that we can put on with some crowns and we can go skip. So I'm all about it. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Well, ladies, this has been fantastic. I don't know why we don't get on top of these more often because I don't know.
I liked it. I was a little nervous at first. But I'm like, I think
it's the same as our podcast. It's the same as our podcast. So the next time we will definitely have to invite some friends on to talk with us.
Oh, of course.
And get this down. We can totally do it.
Yeah.
We can totally do it.
Yes.
I love you both, and I love all of you guys. Bye, guys.
Thank you.